Oh, look who it is. The crew.
Who it is?
We're back. We're back.
What's going
Everybody,
on?
man, it's been a minute. It's been weeks. We're back. Best time of the year right here. NFL playoffs. College football just ended, and NBA is getting good. It's good to be back, man. It's good to be back with you guys, man. What's going on, y'all?
You know what it is, man. We gotta talk about it. I already know what it
Yes,
is.
we're definitely gonna talk about
Let them know what it is.
the Michigan Wolverines.
I see you representing. We hyped
Um,
up about that for sure.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's a great time to be a Michigan man.
See the background.
You see, it's a great time to be in the state of Michigan. And Dallas too. Dallas, they got some big noise in making the playoffs. That's one of the 45 favorites to take it. But hey, man, we happy to be in the race. We happy to be here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We back on YouTube. What's up, y'all? What's up, Alicia? So, Mel. Yes, we're back. We're back. It is not. Whoa, 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 whoa. We're not gonna do no Dallas slander. We're past that. It was a good game. We're removed from that.
We're not gonna do no Dallas
Yeah, we're removed from that. We're good. We're good. We're good. It's all love, but yeah. Until we see each other in the playoffs, if it happens, then it's back to that. Man, let's go ahead and kick it off, Marv. Let's talk about it. The Michigan Wolverines did what they said couldn't be done. They said Harbaugh couldn't get over that hump.
I don't want to talk about it, but there's somebody in here who got stars all in their background. Said that Penix is going to be a problem.
No, wait.
And all I said was, simply put, which came true. It ain't gonna be all that slipping and sliding and stepping in the name of love in the pocket for Penix. And that's exactly what happened.
No.
Wait, hold on. I changed my pick.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
Viz, I'm sure you saw the message. I don't know if you did, but I did change my pick. I did some research. Honestly, I really didn't watch Michigan at all this year. But with the research that I did, they have a defense. They definitely have a defense. And after doing my research, I kind of figured that Michigan would pull this one out. But yeah, you were right, Marv. Exactly what you said happened did happen, man. Penix was beat up by the end of that game, man. It looked bad for him. It looked real bad for him.
Literally. Mm-hmm. Marv, me and Marv, we've been watching Harbaugh since he got here, and I can't speak for you, but I was definitely around year 4, year 5. I'm like, all right, we got it. He's got to go. This is my opinion. Like he always getting these 5th-year quarterbacks transferring to the school. So we never had anything consistent. I'm like, well, he's supposed to be a quarterback with, so how come he can't take one of these young guys and let's get him, let's do something with it.
Right.
And then we couldn't beat Ohio State or Michigan State at the time. Like we were losing to our biggest rivals year after year. I thought it was just time for new space. Nucho, we talked about this. And, it's cool when we beat up on the Wisconsins, the Indianas, the Illinois. We're gonna be undefeated heading to the Ohio State game, so we all gonna be ranked.
I think. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I think Harbaugh's biggest issue at the beginning was finding a quarterback. JJ was his highest recruit as far as high school quarterbacks coming out. JJ was his highest recruit, so that was the thing. He always had weird quarterbacks. It just seemed like 5th and 4th year guys, like seniors that didn't pan out for the NFL. He never really had that guy. But JJ, I believe, was his highest recruit out of high school at the quarterback position.
Yeah.
And then he stuck with his guns. He stuck with what works for our offense, and that's run first. I was nervous, I was nervous. I said, okay, we beat Alabama. That's cool. I was hoping to get Texas just because I knew that it'd be tough trying to match points against this Washington team. Who's we can't deny what they've done. We can't deny that they scored points. They score a lot of points. So you can't deny that. I was worried about matching point to point, especially on 3rd and long. And we struggled on 3rd down. You saw that. We watched the game. We up until the 4th quarter, we only converted 1 3rd down.
Yeah,
0 4th down. So it was a struggle to get for 3rd and longs. Luckily the run game they kept consistent with that, but and then our defense, good gracious. I mean, Penix he tried. He tried, but that defense overwhelmed. And I think they knew it. I think once they realized they can get to him and rattle him, make him make tough decisions. It was a different game.
Yeah. The game probably could have been different if Penix connects on that busted coverage.
Twice.
That was one big mistake that I saw that the Michigan defense made. But outside of that, they did a pretty good job. I was impressed with their ability to take away the deep ball. I kind of figured that they would be good, but it's still, like you said, I did have some concern. I ain't gonna sit here and cap because they have pro receivers over there, but I didn't realize that the defense was that good until they displayed it against Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah, because y'all didn't play nobody all year, so
that was the thing, and that's the thing people say, and it's true. When we look at the schedule, you're like,
right.
Wisconsin, Indiana, Big Ten football, run first, but Michigan stuck with their guns as far as defense. They love playing man to man. You very rarely catch them in zone. When they do, it's an all-out blitz zone. So shout out to our defensive coordinators for sticking with their guns, not panicking, especially on the three. They have 3 busted plays. One of them, he missed 2 of them. And one of them, I think, was a holding. And he actually completed one of them.
It came back.
Yeah. So, but shout out to Michigan, man, pulling it out, man. It was a long time coming because, last one was a tie with Nebraska. And I never felt that was a real championship, man. I mean, yeah, you could put the banner up, national champion with an asterisk. You're tied with Nebraska.
Yeah. That's worse than a bubble.
Right.
I always thought that was a bunch of crap because if you guys remember that year, I think that was the year Nebraska barely went undefeated or something like that, or maybe they was even a 1-loss team. But one of those games, they won off of the football hitting somebody's foot, and then another player caught the ball. It was some miracle stuff that happened in the end zone.
Was that the Eric Crouch year?
I don't remember. I ain't gonna say that, but I do remember that. I do distinctively remember ball hitting off somebody's foot, and then another player catching it off the rebound. And I'm like, that's y'all claiming y'all champions and y'all barely won off of some fluke stuff. So Nebraska was crying, and their coach was like, "We deserve it," and I'm like, "Nah, bro, I don't know."
There's no way in any sport there should be a tie for your biggest achievement in your sport. It should never be a tie.
No.
We're gonna move right along, man. We got a lot of football to talk about. But another big news that came out: Saban retires, which is interesting because now you're getting these teams coming to the SEC, and we're gonna see how Saban's gonna get his team ready to play against the Texases and who else is going to the SEC? It's Texas and Oklahoma. So now he's leaving. It's kind of like, man, we kind of want to see how he stacked up against those teams in a regular season, not just playoff. But
as a Texas fan, I love it. I love it, man. I'm happy. Hey, I'm happy.
I'm happy, but I hate if that's the way you go. I hate that's his last play. They talking about the. I was watching SportsCenter yesterday. They was talking about saving his last play, and then we all saw it was the quarterback keeper on a 4th down and long, and just getting stuff. And that's it. That's how it ends. It's tough for such a legendary quarterback, legendary coach to go out like that.
I'm kind of like I said, I do love it, but at the same time, I'm kind of upset because I wanted to see Saban kind of tackle this NIL and transfer portal that we got going on now. So I'm not gonna say he's running, but it's a different game now. It's a different ball game in college football.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's a testament to who he is, and you can definitely see that his body of work translate. He basically made himself an NFL pipeline. So when you talk legendary coaches, you gotta talk Saban. So I overheard a stat, something like he's got over 100 players in the NFL right now and 30 in the playoffs right now. Just the playoff teams, 30 players through Alabama. Like that's crazy. So you gotta just honor and pay that man give that man his flowers because he been putting in the work. And I do agree with you, Nucho. It's a wild west out there with the NIL transfer portal. It's different for those coaches who believe in developing players, and that's not like the era that we in right now. So I don't ever think that you will see a 20-year coach just getting players and develop them like that. Like I don't think what's the saying? Last of the Mohicans. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Type of vibe.
Yeah, I think on the trio before we move on.
Oh man, I mean, legendary coach, man. Like Marv said, he got developed a whole bunch of players that's playing in today's league right now. I think he went out like a G. When it's all said and done, I mean, you can't think about Alabama without Nick Saban. So he went out like a G. So shout out to him.
Definitely. Yeah, that was really shocking. I didn't see him retiring like that. I thought he'd give it one more go, especially with with the excitement of the new SEC. But hey man,
we saw it coming though. I mean, the man almost 80 years old. So I mean, at some point, you got to wrap it up. So yeah.
I think that was just a hill he didn't feel like climbing.
And like I said, it's a new age with these NIL deals. It's different. You don't recruit the same way. So that tactic probably like, oh, this is not how I do it.
It's probably a whole different temperament too. You got to think. You got high school or young men that's got millions of dollars. How much can you teach them and just be that person, like that middle step between high school and pros? Like you got to think of the attitude and probably the ethic that they have is probably something that he ain't used to. Like I make millions of dollars, man.
It's you probably don't have that same kind of factor as a coach. You can't just say I'm Nick Saban. Here's my rings. Now you gotta say I'm Nick Saban. Here's the deal you can get for Alabama, or if not, they can just transfer tomorrow. Sit out a year. We talking pregame about a 7th-year player starting for Oklahoma next year.
Yeah,
7th year. Granted, a couple of years was because of injuries, but the fact that he still is like, all right, I can get paid. The deal here, the one deal is selling for life, no matter how much it is. So, it's crazy.
What y'all feel like he'll be doing next? Just chilling.
I think he's done. I mean, he's gonna enjoy the rest of his retirement.
Right. I think Nick Saban has always been great in front of a camera. You know what I'm saying?
They're gonna throw some money at him.
So somebody is gonna drop a bag on him and put him in front of a camera, no doubt.
You can see him like on the pregame.
Yeah, they gave Urban Meyer one. They definitely gave him one. I can't stand Urban Meyer.
Yeah,
prime time to Alabama.
Nah.
Too early?
Too early.
They're thinking about it. They're thinking about it. All right, man. So we're going to, speaking of transfer, we're going to transfer our topics right over to the NFL, man. Like I did there, transfer. So we've been gone for about 5 weeks. We missed out on a lot of things, a lot of good head-to-head actions, a lot of Lions versus Cowboys talk. Both our teams make it to the playoffs. Some exciting things coming on. But let's just reflect on the season as a whole. Like it was a lot of things happened, a lot of oohs, a lot of ahs, a lot of ugly. So let's just talk about some of the good things, some of the bad things. So other than our team, just the overall reflection of the season.
I think I'm gonna go straight to the bad, and this being that this was a team in our own division that I watched fall apart was the Philadelphia Eagles starting off 11-1 and ending the season 1-6. So, this was a big deal. Of course, they started off 11-1. They beating the Bills, beat the Chiefs, they beating all type of people. Then they just went on a crazy losing streak. We saw them lose to the Cardinals. They lost to the Giants. Cowboys got in a little bit, but just that downfall, man. I've never seen nothing like that. 11-1, then going 1-6. That's been crazy as hell.
I'm gonna go straight to the good. I'm gonna go opposite of Nucho, man. I gotta shout out my boy Dak Prescott, man. Last year he led the league in picks. This year he led the league in touchdown passes. It's good to see. Just because we've been critical of Dak, especially after how last year went. I think he's going into the playoffs with great momentum right now. So shout out to Dak. Shout out to that boy CeeDee Lamb. He proved he is a true number one. He's number one in pretty much almost all the receiver stats out there right now. So shout out to CeeDee Lamb. So let's get it, Cowboys.
I think for me, this season has been surprising. Our perennial to be great quarterbacks are having down years or not even available or injured and hurt. I'm talking Burrow. You got
Mahomes.
Mahomes is having a down year. You got Allen is having a down year. You got Lawrence didn't even make the playoffs after having a crazy playoff run last year.
Justin Herbert
didn't make the play. So it's just so many of our star quarterbacks that's out here not even making it. Kirk Cousins, no matter what you think about him, not there. It's just like, man. So it's been a surprising year,
and then to add to that real quick, Marv, you got the quarterback that wasn't supposed to be a quarterback in Lamar Jackson possibly going to win MVP.
There you go.
Shout out to all the teams. Shout out to all the teams that said they didn't want him. They said, "Nah, we're good." Shout out to them.
Man, working on his second MVP. So, it's just so for me, it's been a surprising year. And who knew that that CeeDee Lamb was going to take that step that he took? That's surprising. And lead the league. How he's been torching the league 200 yards a game. And then you got your boy out there just going crazy. Like we all, it's been surprising that Tua has been in good health all season. Like, seeing what he went through last year. So it's just been a season of surprises for me.
Well, for me, it's 1 and 3. For me, and it's gonna come with an apology. I'm going to Pittsburgh Steelers, man. I apologize to them and that organization. I apologize to Mike Tomlin because I said it was a disaster.
Who's on it?
You were on it. I was wrong. I was completely wrong.
Go back to the preseason.
The fact that he came out and it's been some ugly football.
Yeah.
Make the playoffs 10-7. I'm just gonna call him Mr. Can't lose. Like he hasn't had a losing season yet. No matter how the cards are stacked against you, lose your
quarterback.
You have 3 different quarterbacks play for you this season. You're unsure about who's your starting running. Najee Harris is up and down. He's still have it'd be first one.
They are. But they in a rebuild right now.
Yeah,
definitely rebuild. They're ahead of the curve right now because they're really not supposed to be here.
No,
let's be honest.
One of the craziest things I saw something interesting about Mike Tomlin, and it says a lot about the type of coach he is. On Instagram, there was a little clip where he said he despises the player evaluations when the drafts come, like player lacks hands or concentration drops or can't recognize plays, blah blah blah.
Clearly, because he drafted Pickett.
But the point was that he was trying to make is these are things that coaches are supposed to improve, and he don't run away from coaching. That was his point. I was like, if that's your philosophy, that you think you could take any potato you got and turn it into to a prize, like that's a dope mentality for a coach to have, and I can see why he consistently has success.
And that's what separate the Nick Siriannis of the Philadelphia Eagles and the Mike Tomlins of the Steelers, because you have all the players there.
Yeah. And
somehow you still go 1-6. And you got Mike Tomlin over here with a whole rebuild, and he's making it happen. That's crazy. Also, another thing is that, man, this was the first season without Tom Brady. Tom Brady really gone. And you can even see at the quarterbacks, like the hierarchy of the quarterbacks have really changed. Like Dak Prescott led the league in touchdowns. Like that sounds crazy to me. Just coming from where Dak has been, how many years he's been in the league? What this is his like sixth or seventh year?
7 year, yeah.
7th year. So the NFL is just really changing. Like the last of the Mohicans are like Kirk Cousins and Aaron Rodgers, you know, at the quarterbacks. Like it's really a new league. We got the Josh Allens, the Lamar Jacksons, Pat Mahomes. Like it's a whole new bunch of guys running the league right now. It's just wild that Dak really led the league in touchdowns. It's still crazy to me. Still crazy.
Well, that CD Lamb sure did help.
I mean, yeah, you can't deny that. CeeDee Lamb has been a weapon, and that dude, man, he just makes it look so easy. I'm watching that game against us, man. Like, damn, like how is he always open? It's like when we talk about Travis Kelce. For some reason, Kelce is just always open. And when I watched CeeDee Lamb last few weeks, it's the same for him.
You know why?
What's that?
Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper got that boy CeeDee Lamb right with that route running.
That is true. That is true.
I got one more.
Cooper, who is still having a productive season, no matter what person they put back there to throw him the route.
I was about to say, shout out to Cleveland Browns, Joe Flacco.
Oh yeah,
playoff team. I mean, think about this lineup. You got Joe Flacco quarterback, and then you got Jerome Ford running back. They have, you know what I'm saying? That wasn't how the season started from. They had
right.
Hunt and
Watson.
Also, shout out to coach once again. Great coaching. Unlike the Eagles that had more talent.
Well, you the Eagles tonight, ain't you?
They still went 1-6.
Wait, he's right though. He shouldn't.
Great coaching.
Yeah,
great coaching.
Hey, real talk. This ain't part of what we're talking about right now, but that man Sirianni, if he's a first round exit, he's gonna have to.
He out of there.
They don't even look the same. They don't look like they want to play. And we've been saying for weeks, even before, even while we were off, we were talking about the Eagles. They would look. It's like they were looking for ways to lose. Right. They don't seem enthusiastic. That's just us looking from the outside.
Right.
You guys, they're rivals, so y'all see a little better than we do, but it just doesn't look like. I don't know. They don't look like they care.
Something going on in that locker room.
I knew the Eagles were in trouble after the Cowboys game. They had Jalen Hurts practicing bouncing on fumbles.
Oh yeah, that was disrespectful.
Hey, with a hurt knee. With a hurt knee.
Yeah.
Bouncing on fumbles. I said, man, that organization, they crazy over there. They're crazy.
I mean, but real quick, back to the Browns. I mean, you still have Amari Cooper with 1,200 yards. You got Joe Flacco for throwing 1,600 yards in 5 games.
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, coaching. Yeah, it went great. He was 13, touchdowns and 8 interceptions, but he was in the streets.
It was a game.
Right.
Wait, Flacco came in hot, didn't he?
Flacco was picking up his kids from school.
Right.
You got a call.
Hey, you want to play quarterback? Yeah, I guess I can. I ain't doing nothing else. Picking up at the grocery store right now, picking up diapers. We need you.
Man.
Hey, they look like they're having fun. Like he's having fun, he's laughing, joking, and then hey man, it's been exciting. This playoffs is gonna be exciting.
Who do Cleveland play?
I just saw it. They play Houston. That's gonna be a fun game to watch.
It's gonna be a fun game. Yeah,
it's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be a good game. Offense versus a stout offense.
All the games gonna be good, man.
Shout out to Houston too, man. Like, who would have thought that team? First year quarterback, young quarterback. We didn't. Well, I know I speak for myself. I didn't think he was the best quarterback in this draft. I thought his talent overall just okay. Watch him in Ohio State. Like he's not the mobile quarterback. He doesn't have the strongest arm, but shout out to that coach. The coaching, like you said, coaching. That whole team. It's a young team. They got young skill position. Like they're young. They don't look like it.
Hey, like my man who saw that chopped cheese or whatever that sandwich is called in New York. Never ever. No. Ohio State quarterback rookie was
never.
Right.
What up, Mom? Yeah, he's proving us wrong.
Yeah, what
DeMeco as a rookie.
What DeMeco Ryans is doing right now is crazy, man. Being a black head coach, being able to get your team to the playoffs in the first season, that's crazy. That's crazy.
With a rookie quarterback.
With a rookie
from
quarterback.
Ohio State.
The thing that I like about Houston, I don't know who their offensive coordinator is and who their quarterback coach is, but I love the fact that they let CJ be aggressive. You know, a lot of times when they had these rookie quarterbacks, they just try to, be so basic a lot of times. But not with CJ. They was going deep all the time with CJ, let him be aggressive early. And that's why he got comfortable like he did and had a successful season.
Right.
Right. That's a good point, too.
Yeah.
Real good point, man. Like I said, it's gonna be a good game to watch. We'll talk about the game a little bit more when we do the matchups for the weekend. But yeah, shout out to the Texas, man, and these young teams. So we kind of got into a little bit, man. Who we think will be the MVP right now? I think we all kind of may have the same answer. I mean, for me personally, I was torn a little bit. I was torn
Talk to me.
Because in one instant, I knew I had a for sure pick.
Yeah.
Like this guy and that team look unbeatable since the season started. They look like they can't be beat. I mean, of course, they're not undefeated. Lamar Jackson is still my solidified pick. I can't. But that guy in Dallas, man, he's I hate to say it, man, but he's probably my number 2, maybe 3 as far as the race, because man, playing against us is just like he's it's a confidence he had. Like it's not too many people bounce back from throwing the most picks in the league.
Right.
Next year, we see what happened with Jameis Winston. He had the most picks and the most touchdowns, and 30 and 30. Was it 30 and 30?
I think
30 and 30, baby, straight up.
That's wild.
Where the coaches at? Who did cut this off? Why did nobody stop him at 20?
Because when he was throwing 20, he was still throwing 25 touchdowns. So as far as he was out. But man, I mean, the bounce back year he had and having his team, like y'all took some. I think it wasn't for the bad losses, I think he would be no doubt MVP. But the losses, and I said Baltimore lost, but the losses you guys had stands out a little bit more because the spotlight is always on you guys.
Yeah, he really didn't have a statement win, if I'm being honest. Yeah.
I mean, the game against us, I mean, it was a lot of chatter in the Lions game, and y'all pulled it out, but he said we're giving out too much credit. I mean, it's just being real. I mean, Brock Purdy, I can say Christian McCaffrey. I know you're a 49ers fan. Christian McCaffrey is definitely number 3 and number 2. I mean, I said
number 2.
Yeah.
CMC.
This is my opinion.
You think CMC was number 2?
Yeah. He's definitely a difference maker on that team. Like he
Christian McCaffrey, huh?
Yeah.
I don't think I had him that high, but okay.
Man, take him off that team, man. Take him off that team.
Yeah, I think with the MVP, the schedule definitely plays into it, but you also got to look at, taking this player away from that team, how would that team still look?
That's what I'm saying.
With Lamar Jackson only threw for 24 touchdowns. I believe combined he has maybe like 32, if I'm not mistaken. But he's only throwing for 24 touchdowns. I know with Dak Prescott, I mean, he led the league with 36 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. What messes up Dak is the competition that he played against. He didn't beat, he went 3-4 against teams over 500, but he still led the league in touchdowns, and he also performed, had the number 2 seed in the playoffs. So, I mean, it's gonna be a tough pick. I think most people will lean towards Lamar Jackson, but Dak. Not to take anything away for what Dak did this season. I mean, leading the league in interceptions, coming back and leading the touchdowns. I mean, can we at least get comeback player of the year or something? Can we get something?
Most improved? There you go.
Most improved, something like that. I don't know, but
nah, hell nah. Nah.
You don't get a participation trophy.
It's gonna be hard to beat out. It's gonna be hard to beat out Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson and what he did this season.
Thank you. Who else hasn't gone yet? Mar, you did yours, Mar?
Yeah, my MVP pick would be probably Lamar Jackson. I feel like he probably faced the most adversity and probably had. I guess it's kind of equal between him and Dak with the most to lose this year, because it's championship or bust with Dallas every year. But Lamar signing that big contract and going through all that holdout and everything like that, but then he came in and backed it up. It's impressive.
Yeah.
All right.
Led his team to the best record in the NFL. So you got to put some respect on that. And he's doing it at a very efficient clip. He don't have the same touchdown ratio as Dak, obviously, but I believe he has less interceptions than Dak. So he's taking care of the ball. He's making plays with his feet and arm. And he don't have Mark Andrews. He's been hurt for the majority of the season, been out.
But he found another guy.
He has another guy.
But yeah.
That likely guy. Likely is nice.
I mean, he made another guy, but that's almost like, having that Brady effect. Okay, well, my main guy went down, so we're gonna pick it up with you. We're gonna make it work with you. So, the fact that he's been able to do that, it's just been impressive. I've seen him, make some video game moves, and I'm just like, it don't make no sense. There's got to be a cheat code. Like, why is he back there giving that man a remix like that? Yeah. And then still hit somebody 20 yards down the field. So he been doing his thing, man. I'm impressed. He ain't let money take him off his square.
Trill, before you go real quick, I think America would be mad if Dak somehow get that MVP.
Yes.
Of course. Yeah.
Yes.
They would definitely feel like it's some favoritism going on.
Man.
Definitely.
So he doesn't deserve it.
Okay. Not that he doesn't deserve it. He's just not more deserving than Lamar.
Okay.
But no, it's clear cut Lamar Jackson, man. You got Baltimore #1 seed right now. They also have great momentum going into the playoffs. But we've been screaming this, get him some weapons. They got him some weapons, and you've seen what he was able to do with those weapons. So I'm gonna have to give it to Lamar Jackson, man. It's clear cut for me. Second, I would go CMC. Like we talked about, Viz. You take him off that team, you don't have a team at that point. Like, he held it down. Many touchdowns he had receiving as well as rushing. Yeah. And then I'm gonna go Dak third. Fourth, I'm gonna go Tyreek Hill. He kind of slowed down towards the end of the season, but he was on pace at one point to exceed 2,000 yards receiving. Got hurt, whatnot, and we saw what happened when he got hurt. That team looked totally different. Like, Tua was lost on the field without Hill. So yeah, I'm gonna go Hill fourth, and then Brock Purdy fifth. So,
hey, I might go CD Lamb over Hill.
I mean, I wouldn't fault you for it.
I wouldn't argue that. I wouldn't argue either way. Like, if you want to
Lamb there every week,
if you want to throw CD Lamb in there over Hill, that's cool. Or if you want to put Hill in there, he had a tremendous season, and like Trill said, barring injury, it looked like he was about to break 2,000.
I'm about to say easily. Yeah, the fact that he missed games is still.
But what happened to Lamar?
Injury.
Thank you. CD Lamb was there every week, baby.
Man.
Newton would have downgraded man because he had a human element.
This is Brooks was saying about it. What was the CD Love last year from you? I mean, hear you yelling CD Lamb out.
I've been down with CD, man. I'm just telling you. I grade you. Hey, I grade you on a week-to-week basis.
Hey,
if you start off only averaging 4 catches per game, I'm looking at your side.
Is that him now?
I'm looking at your side eye. I grade my players hard, man.
But
I grade my players hard. I grade them hard.
Clearly was like,
I just said that for Brooks, man. Brooks
I grade them hard.
Clearly was like, CD Lamb is not a #1. That was no tag.
No, I never said that. I always say my players need to
You
step
my
up.
dog, bro, but you did say that.
No, well, he wasn't playing like in 4 catches. If you only averaging 4 catches, that's not number one.
That's not on him. That was on the offensive scheme. They was not giving him the ball. Right. And then that's why, you know, CD went to McCarthy after that San Francisco game. He said,
and I'm happy he did it. I'm happy he did. He was scaring me. I'm definitely happy he did because he was definitely scaring me. I'm like, 4 catches.
It's just okay to say, you know what? Man, you see how I did the
I'm gonna grade you hard. Like if you're supposed to be that dude, and you only give me 4 catches a game with 50 and 70 yards,
you can't throw it to yourself.
Hey man,
you made a mistake, Nucho. You said he wasn't number
one.
With
all that being said, though, you got him 5th though in MVP voting.
Nah, yeah. You said 5th. Well, you say I'm on with Tyreek.
He said 4th.
I think he said 4th.
I'm saying I don't care who you put in 4th. Hill and both CD Lamb are deserving.
Yeah. That's without a doubt. We can make this one real quick. Many rookies stood out. Rookie of the year. I mean, not to be rookie, but this top rookie. Probably is going to be Fuga Nakua out in the Rams, maybe. Unless y'all got somebody. Yeah.
He looks like a vet. He looked like he's been playing for like 5 or 6 years.
Puka probably will get it, but you know, if you had to pick a second, would you slide Gibbs in there or Bijan?
I'm going with straight CJ.
You going with CJ?
That's CJ. God, yeah.
I mean, but they do it for each conference, though, right?
Yeah. So yeah. But Marv, with that being said, I'll probably put Bijan over Gibbs.
Okay.
Just because he's been that day one starter, and he's
been reducing.
Gibbs came on a little later. I wish they would have got him more playing time early.
That's because Montgomery was bought. I mean, Montgomery was doing it. Was showing why he was traded over there. But Stroud,
CJ easy though,
yeah. But we doing conference to conference. Yes, CJ, AFC, and Nakua, NFC, probably. Yeah. Bijan, I would. As far as the ranking go, I'll probably put this because Bijan was a day one starter, and he had a nice beginning of the year. Now he say slow down because they got what's the other running back they got against
Algier.
Algier been holding down when Robinson wasn't really hurt. They just
nicked up. You know how players get nicked up.
Yeah, but it was weird. The wording was weird. They just didn't play him.
Didn't he have a game or something where he sat out because he had a stomach ache or something?
Yeah, it was weird. Yeah, it was just all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Just real quick, how do y'all feel about this guy's the funniest man in the NFL to me. Will always be.
I already know what you finna say.
Jameis Winston. How y'all feel about what he did? His decision to go ahead and get what's the name of touchdown? What's his name? The ex-Lion.
Jamal Williams.
Yeah. How you feel about him? Phobia kneel down. He said, "Nah, we're gonna do it our way. Get this man touchdown. We love him so much."
Winston was playing Madden, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Trying to get that last little touchdown for the stats.
And then and it's the way he did it. I can see you line up in a run formation, like running, but he went to kneel down and handed him the ball.
It was all bad. And then he didn't know how to talk about it after the game with the reporters. Like, it was a team decision. Like, come on, bro. I ain't mad at it, though, just because it's a rival team. It was kind of funny seeing them two coaches engage at the end of the game. I laughed at it. So, hey, shit, fuck it.
That coach was hot.
Because he knew he
got fired the next day.
He was fired as soon as that play happened. He knew he was so mad.
So he got in a kneel formation and handed the ball.
Because Tyrod Matthew got an interception, took it to the one. I think he got tackled. He took a knee on the one because he didn't want to score. And it was up by 20-something. The game was over. They pulled David Carr out. to take a knee. They get information. Neutral, they information to take the knee. Defense sitting there like, all right, it's game over with. He hikes it, gives the ball, and score. They celebrate.
All because they wanted Jamal Williams to have at least a touchdown.
Oh, he have a touchdown all year?
Nah, that was the first one.
Touchdowns to only having one.
Chanel went to. I knew New Orleans was going home. I knew that wasn't a good signing, bro. I knew it. He should have came to Dallas.
God, man.
He can't stay healthy though. For one, I think he was hurt all year. I think he missed like the first 6 games.
As a coach for the public, I'm gonna act like I'm mad. Like I can't believe he did it. But behind closed doors, I'll be like, bro, you a fool.
He was mad because Arthur Smith was so mad. Arthur Smith,
yeah, he was pissed.
What is this? He said, well, I didn't know. I didn't know.
Two trash can teams.
Winston always find himself in the mix, no matter what.
Like, microphone right on him. He tries to play. I just want to do it.
Hey,
we love him so much.
You're gonna always count on Winston to steal Shaq's term, to Shaq the fool, bro.
Man, hey, I got a compilation of Jameis Winston on YouTube, man. Just watch it, bro. It'll have you rolling, bro. He's a character, and I ain't mad at it. I like Winston.
It's gold.
I like Winston, man.
But imagine you already losing by 20. You the Falcons. You losing by 20. Your playoffs is the coach about to get fired. Hey man, take a knee, get up out of here. They talk about this. Hey, we're gonna take a knee, get up out of here. He told them the defense, hey, we're taking a knee. This dude hiked the ball and Jamal went 100 miles an hour for one. And then they celebrated. Hey, the rest of the Saints was confused. Like, what did we just do?
Bro.
Oh man, I just had to ask that question real quick. That was the funniest thing in the weekend was watching him try to explain.
Hey man.
Why.
Keep Jameis Winston in the NFL, man. Somebody keep him employed, please.
Please.
Oh man. All right, so this part of controversial topic for us. As you know, we had made debates about who would be the defensive player of the year. Everybody has. I mean, the pick wouldn't be controversial. It's some of the players who we think should be up on this list and shouldn't be. And I probably should make this own topic by itself. Because especially after yesterday, the stuff that was in our chat. Oh man, if you guys only knew what we talk about, the stuff we talk about behind the scenes is so hilarious. But you guys think of a player who could be that guy, the defensive player of the year, just the guy who just
let Lucha go first.
We know who he ain't gonna pick.
No, I don't want to go first. I ain't gonna go first, man. Go, Mar.
Defensive player of the year.
What do I kind of threw y'all on the spot on this? Well, I ain't even...
I don't know. Like, I mean, Vegas came out strong picking Micah Parsons, of course. And to me, he had a bit of an underwhelming season. But I mean, there's no.
Yeah, it was tough.
Like standout like that to me. Like, you know, I really
got one.
Who you got?
Darren Bland. Why not give it to Darren Bland?
Yeah.
Okay.
What he did stood out. 9 picks, led the league, 5 picks, 6 NFL record.
There you go.
Not?
Yeah. I would say between him and I hate to say it, I didn't think he was that guy to, neutral and enlighten me how much of a good player he really. I didn't think he was a bad player. I just think, talent wise. No, TJ Watt.
Yeah.
Led the league in sacks again. About a sack and a half ahead the next guy. Henderson, Josh Allen, Khalil Mack, Daniel Hunter. So yeah, I'll probably go to TJ Watt. TJ Watt, Durant Bland. Yeah, like I said,
I have to go with TJ Watt.
Khalil Mack still had that much tread on his tires.
Man, 17 sacks. Well, you don't know that team.
TJ Watt, Bland, or Cosby.
Yeah, Cosby.
I like Cosby. There you go. I think I like Crosby. Crosby. I'm saying Cosby. Crosby.
No Michael Parsons, Nucho?
No. Parsons got some more work to do, man. Towards the second half of the season, he kind of fell off with the sacks. I think he only recorded I know in that Commanders game he got a sack or two, but I mean, it's the Commanders. I don't, who cares about
He was
that?
supposed to get a sack in that
Yeah,
game.
why not? But before that, I think he only had one sack in maybe 4 or 5 games. So he had a chance, though, at the beginning of the season. Michael Parsons definitely had a chance, but second half Michael Parsons is not first half Michael Parsons, man.
Right.
And he tends to get a little beat up, and I think Michael Parsons may need to get some work technique-wise in the offseason. In the offseason, just get with a real technician and kind of learn how to shed these blocks like the Aiden Hutchinsons and the Max Cosbys, how they doing it. Just kind of get some work because he's there. He gets the pressures, but he's not stacking up the sacks, man. And for his type of speed, I think he should be getting a lot more sacks. I think what he's dependent on right now is just pure strength and not actual technique. And you can kind of see that.
I'll have to disagree just because I feel like the technique is there, and we see it with the missed hold calls.
Yeah.
Now we got to be honest about that because it's a lot of footage of him getting held and them not making that call.
That is true.
And we got to factor that in there because I mean he's getting there. He's getting to the quarterback.
Right.
But I feel you on far as we talked about it. You just got to be there in them big games, and we haven't really seen that. You know what I'm saying? So that's my only knock on Michael Parsons is that when we play them San Francisco 49ers and we play the Eagles, where are you at? We need you to be that person.
And that's the thing. That's what, exactly. That's what pisses me off with him though, is because he doesn't play first downs. They normally bring him in second or third. Rest up. Yeah. You coming in, get ready, and you about to go crazy. And I just want to see some more sacks, man. And not only that, I want to see big game pressures. And, against that Seattle game, he came out well. He had a big pressure towards the end. But then we had the Miami Dolphins game, and Dak scores the late touchdown, put the defense on the field.
Yeah.
Defense get ran through like it wasn't nothing. They just literally just ran down the field on us. So, just in big moments, I like to see him step up a lot more. Big moments.
I would agree with Nutra on that. Just in them big moment games where you need your studs to step up, I like to see him do a little bit more in those games. But he's got all the talents, he's got all the skills.
He does.
And I think we are. What's the word that they're using now? We kind of overhyping and overwhooping it a little bit with Michael Parsons. He's still got plenty of time to develop those moves, develop those sheds.
Yeah.
What is he? I think what is he in his third or fourth year? Third year. So, they usually say after 3 years, you know what a player is. So, he's still in his developmental stage. Is my point. So, he gets turning around and learn some different moves and just be straight dynamite next year. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's still a baby for real. So
no, he is. He's definitely still a baby.
But he's dangerous, bro. And you can't take that away from him. And he got a motor. That's one thing I'll never take away from him. He got a motor.
He's pretty tough. He's pretty tough
taking
too.
on those double teams. Sometimes he's busting double and triple teams. And he demands that respect. So he's a special player.
Yeah. No, he is a special player.
And I think, like you said earlier, I think he relies on what got him here, the speed. Him being that size of being probably one of the fastest to play that position. You get to you rely too much on that and not the actual technique. We seen, we played against us. We had we watched the game all the way through. and games after that. I think that, and just end of the season. I think him just relying on speed
Right.
probably tired himself out. And hitting double teams, triple teams most every game. So, yeah, like I said, he's still young, man. All these cats on this list is young. So, I mean, he's still a problem. We saw the last. Who y'all play last?
Commanders.
The Commanders. Just the pressures he was getting along, and the week before that, I mean, he's gonna get the pressure. It's just finishing the job.
Finishing the job, yeah.
So, 2 more quick topics. What's next for Derrick Henry and Justin Field? Derrick Henry here gave a farewell speech. Like, he knew he wasn't coming back. Yeah, he gave a speech to the fans. I love to hear. They fired the coach the day after that. So, I mean, I still think he's 1,000-yard running back on the right situation. I mean, for him, it's just the Titans' money situation is crazy.
Right.
It's not enough money for the talent that they don't have.
Right. Derrick Henry, he's going to have to go to of course, a cap-friendly team because I don't think Derrick Henry at this stage in his career, he's willing to take a pay cut. He still believes he's King Henry. And most of the good teams, the playoff teams, are kind of tied up with money. Really, all the good playoff teams are tied up with money. So I think that he can go to kind of a mid type. I don't really see him going to a Super Bowl caliber team unless he take a pay cut, and I don't think he's willing to do that right now.
Well, if they could talk good business and make it work out, the best place for him probably would be Jacksonville.
I mean, that's his style of play when they had your boy Fournette. Well, yeah, even Fournette just having that big back. I was thinking Minnesota. They filled some space. And
I thought Minnesota too, but I think I would rather pair him with
Minnesota. Ooh.
I think I would rather pair him with a young quarterback who is ascending than an older quarterback who's on his way out.
Minnesota might be nice. Kirk Cousins with Henry.
That take a lot of pressure.
And Jefferson.
Yeah.
Or you got to have a hell of a defense to stop all of that.
Yeah.
You got to have a hell of a defense to stop all of that.
The thing with Minnesota, they play tough, even with Kirk being out.
He gonna get the
ball. That defense is atrocious.
Yeah,
but they had him enough in games to be close. It's just finishing out. And I think a healthy Kirk, they'd be a playoff team right now.
Kirk got one of the best play actions in the league, so no doubt having Henry would add to that. And with Jefferson out there in space and Allison, we got to put some respect on Allison's name too. But I for some reason I just like him better with Jacksonville, bro. I feel like he would like that. He's been playing in the South. Southern guy. That's a league that he's used to, or division rather. So I think he can, and quite frankly, he probably look good in the Jaguars uniform. He'd probably look better than that purple and gold. I'm gonna hold you.
Yeah. It's a lot of unknown with Derrick Henry. I mean, he's going into his 9th year. You know how the league feel about paying running backs as is. Like, are you really gonna be like that GM or that front office that's willing to pay him a bag, with him coming into the league, his 9th year. Of course, I would honestly say I would love to see him in Dallas. I think Dallas would be a good fit, but we kind of tied up with money. Pollard currently is on a franchise tag. I think he might be on his way out. So we might need, that could be Derrick Henry. He could fill that void, but he would have to take a pay cut. And we said he might not be willing. He might be willing to do it if he wants to.
During the 9th year, he had the max contract as a running back already. I think teams will pay.
If the Cowboys got Derrick Henry, I'm putting my head down. That shit.
That'd be
so fucking nasty.
Behind the offensive line. But, I think for him, he's such a freak of nature. He reminds me of Adrian Peterson. This the way he runs too, and at his age, not going. He said going to his 9th year, he's not slowing down. Only thing that slows him down is just him not playing.
Yeah.
The Tennessee would have 3 quarterbacks this year. The offense was just stale. Like the offense, it was a bad product out there. I don't see DeAndre Hopkins willing to stay there whenever his situation is up. It's just Will Levis, he's getting hurt. He's a rookie, but he gets hurt, banged up every game. I see him walking out. Like so, Tannehill is getting benched, and he's back in. And he's getting benched again. He's back in. So I don't know. I still think he's a better commodity than most running backs would at this stage of the game. Just because he has a big bruising back, he can get 6-7 yards a pop if he needs to. And then with Justin Fields, like he kind of gave his farewell speech. The Bears haven't fully committed or non-committed, but they did fire the offensive coordinator and I think the quarterback's coach.
Yeah, I think the writing's on the wall.
Yeah, that's tough.
This is might be a little stretch, but they were thinking that Variable would be a perfect fit with the Seahawks. And what if Henry followed him out there?
I forgot about Seattle. What? Seattle got 2 young backs already, though.
Yeah.
They got Charbonnet and they got Kenneth Walker. I mean, Kenneth Walker does have, the injuries. I don't think they, what is a new system with Pete Carroll. I forgot about him. With him being done, it is a new coach.
Regime out there.
It could be. I don't know. Maybe we'll have to keep an eye on that. But Justin Fields is definitely. I can see Derrick Henry getting picked up real quick before Justin Fields. I don't know what team would be willing to pay because he's not going. It's in his rookie contract, right?
Yeah, it's over for Justin Fields.
No, it's not.
Not over.
It's over, bro. He's finna
no, the hell is not, Nuto.
No, bro. I'm telling you.
What's gonna happen with Justin Fields? He need to find his way back home in Atlanta. And he needs to be the Atlanta Falcons starting quarterback.
Yeah.
And I think he would be good out there.
It's over, man.
But how often do we see after
over.
the rookie contracts is up, quarterbacks just walk away?
Mitch Trubisky. That's who he finna be.
I mean, Trubisky still
no.
I think Justin Fields showed that he definitely got the arm talent. And he definitely got the athleticism and the footwork to run the ball. He's a dual threat, of course. He's just got to be like in the right system.
Tell me this: if you switched out Justin Fields and Jalen Hurts last year, would Justin Fields get Jalen Hurts to the Super Bowl?
I mean, that's unfair, but
they do the same thing.
I mean, but hold on, Nooch. That's unfair, but I mean, I don't know because he ain't never had that much talent around him. He ain't had no.
That's true. That is true.
He had no.
That's true. The last time we seen Justin Fields, the last time we seen Justin Fields,
no, I don't want to hear. They brought DJ Moore in to be that guy for him. And we saw
it good in the preseason.
We're like,
let's go on those screens.
But I'm looking at his numbers now. It's off the top of your head. How many 300-yard passing games you think he had?
4.
Maybe one.
One.
One of them you can't count because he was only playing for 10 snaps. He got hurt the Minnesota game. But one game over 300, 3 games over 250.
It's the system, bro. It's not Fields, bro. It's the system, dog.
It's the system, bro.
It's the system, dog.
I give y'all the system, but here's my only problem. The only time we see flashes with Fields is when he's running. That's the bad signs I don't like from Fields. The only time we see flashes is when he's taking off and doing something. You never be like, damn, Fields just dropped a dime or Fields did this. Like, it's always just straight running. The harsh reality with Fields is that these quarterbacks like this don't get second chances, man. These top first round picks, I mean, he will get a second chance, but the chances that he's gonna turn into one of those is bad.
He threw 40 attempts just to get 166 yards against the Browns and still lost by 3 points.
That's the Browns, one of the best defenses in the league. We're not going
40 attempts, 40 attempts.
Bro, who you don't have nobody to
19
more. That's like having 20 rushing attempts and 50 yards, bro. It's like
when you don't have nobody to throw it, I feel like you don't have two quality receivers. He don't.
So here's what's gonna mess up Justin Fields. Here's what's gonna mess him up. Justin Fields is gonna need the right coach to get him in the right situation. What I'm afraid is gonna happen to Justin Fields is he's gonna go to a coach that be like, this is what I want to run, and you need to learn it. Because right now, you need to create an offense around Justin Fields, kind of like Philly did with Jalen Hurts. Hopefully he can find that somewhere. But if he doesn't find that, man, it's not gonna look good for him. It's not gonna look good.
It needs to be. He needs to go to Atlanta. I'm telling you.
Atlanta don't have no weapons either to throw. I mean, London and Pitts. Okay.
Drake London.
But Pitts kind of fell off.
DJ Moore had 1,400 yards. DJ Moore had 1,400 yards receiving. So you can't say he had a weapon. Somebody was catching the ball.
Yeah. 1,400 a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
He had Claypool. I'm a dog.
Claypool don't play for. He played for the Dolphins.
Claypool on the Dolphins now.
Well, this year, but I'm saying like
Cole Kmet had almost 800 yards. You can't say these dudes are out here catching the ball. It's just he can't get it to him.
Yeah,
he threw for 2,500 yards in a 17-game season. Well, okay, I take that back because he missed some games. He missed 5 games. So in 13 games, he had 2,500 yards.
I guarantee you, coaches of the mold of Pete Carroll or Shanahan could do some real damage with Fields.
Shanahan gonna have him run the ball, doing options.
So what?
Yeah.
I mean,
you the problem, Mar. You the problem. You're enabling this.
At this point,
at some point you're gonna end up loading that box.
I want to ask all of y'all real quick.
Advantage.
Trill, next year, Justin Fields, will he be a starting quarterback in the NFL?
Yes, he will be.
Vegas, next year, Justin Fields, starting quarterback. Marv?
I was a Justin Fields guy. I was defending him early on. But
I'm telling you, he's gonna start in Atlanta, bro.
I feel like if he's not in Atlanta, he's not starting, and he's gonna be waiting his turn for somebody to come up injured.
All right. We're gonna see, man. I wish Justin Fields the best. People Jones. Who's that?
Donovan
the receiver.
What? You got a crush on him?
What happened to People Jones? Yeah. I don't like that trade now, looking back at it.
I haven't seen him on the field.
I forgot
he played.
He had a catch last
a little bit.
I said, I forgot he's on our team. Well, he might be playing now because Porter's hurt. I don't know if he's gonna play. And then was it Raymond that got hurt in that game too?
I didn't see him at all against the Cowboys.
No, he I didn't like it. I guess to me it was more of a safe, like a safety valve type of trade. Like we don't really need him, but in the event that Amrod gets nicked up, then we could, you know what I'm saying?
That's not a replacement.
Can y'all at least warm him up or something?
I mean, it's not a replacement for him, but I feel like that might have been the thought.
I mean, he's a Detroit guy. He went to
Michigan, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't like it. I would have. I feel like we would have been we would have been cooking with hot grease if we would have went ahead and tried to go after Young or Montez Sweat or somebody like that. At one point, there were even rumors that Raiders, before they started to win, would have maybe dealt Max Crosby. I mean, maybe that was a stretch, but yeah, they were saying, you might could have traded for him at one point, but when they started winning, they was like, no. But
that's the first time I ever heard
More
that. Hey, I told you, Marv be having that exclusive shit, man.
Right, you read the wrong thing. We gotta read what Marv read.
I mean, it would have took, probably, a lot. You can imagine what it would take to get back. I'm just saying, like, why not go after a opposite side Hutch to strengthen that line? You know what I'm saying? Make that defense much better. Now you out here with this struggling secondary, and you don't have pressure unless Hutchinson is providing it.
We'll talk about that in a second. Before we get to the games, real quick, one more thing: Belichick and Pat's Broadway. That's like a dud moment, right? Like you can see when he failed on when Mac Jones failed and failed miserably. Like, oh yeah, the writing was on the wall. Mac Jones,
yeah, that was a start. Yeah.
Me and Trill was talking about this earlier, and all things must come to an end. Belichick had a great run. But Patriots dynasty was amazing. I don't think that Belichick could take that same philosophy and just take it to another organization and think he's going to turn something around quick. And him being 70 years old, or 60, I mean,
he's 71.
70, yeah. So me and Trill earlier, and he said that Trill said I don't think he should go to the team because it may tarnish his legacy. And I feel the same way about it. I think he should just retire out gracefully and don't even try to do it again, because the type of culture you want to do is going to take a special group of guys. And I don't know if he has the time span to get that done.
I'm whispers saying that he might end up in Carolina.
First time hearing that. Also,
they don't have a GM. They got a QB there. I don't know if he likes Alabama quarterbacks, but
he likes Nick Saban, so maybe.
So might have something there. And maybe Saban, if he ain't done with coaching, might want to link up with his old buddy and take it to Carolina.
That way, he needs to just stay home, man. And I think same thing with Nick Saban. He just needs to go make that transition to TV. I would love to see, him talking about, the game, just, on a weekly, maybe a podcast. He could do his own podcast or something. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like being on the field coaching, I think he needs to just leave it alone. Let that legacy stand, man.
And it goes back to you all saying it's just Marv got all the exclusive news. We got to figure out what Marv be on so we can catch up. I mean, it just goes from, like, you can't take that Patriot way that you had from 1998, 1997, and still try to hold on to it in 2024. It's a new breed of players. These players, like, who's this old dinosaur telling me how to run routes? Like, top y'all head, can y'all think of who's the number one receiver for the Patriots this past year? It would shock you. It shocked me. I never heard of him.
I mean,
would it happen to be the rookie?
Mario Douglas.
Yeah, Douglas. Yeah.
561 yards, 0 touchdowns. That's your number one receiver.
Yeah.
I mean, it went through the fact that Ty Montgomery played 13 games for him.
That's crazy.
I didn't know he was still in the league.
That man was out the league like a couple years.
But that is par for the course of Belichick. He does stuff.
It worked when you had Tom Brady. It maybe get you out of that situation, but you got Matt Jones. Matt Jones needs top tier weapons. These young quarterbacks need top tier weapons. It may not be top tier, but you still got Devontae Parker, Juju, Ty Montgomery. Like, these are guys nobody wants on that team, with all due respect. That doesn't work no more. It doesn't translate. And so you just go ahead. I think that's the same thing what happened with Pete Carroll in Seattle. Like, you know what? This become a young man. He's an older coach. It's a young man's game.
But
You to relate.
I will say, I heard Sherm talk about Pete Carroll earlier. If Pete Carroll makes his way to the Chargers, he's gonna sell. I think Pete Carroll will sell if he go back to Southern Cal. Go back to LA Chargers.
What do you mean by selling?
I mean, just by getting, I think that as far as getting fans in the stands, and I think he can run a decent program. I think Pete Carroll will do good.
Oh, yeah. He's one of those guys.
California would love to see Pete Carroll. They would.
I think he's a little more. I think he's more relatable than Bill Belichick. We seen with Pete Carroll, let them have their music, and he feel like he's one of the guys. Belichick doesn't seem like he's one of the guys. You saw that clip where Zappy came in and shook the assistant coaches hand. They high five and hugging. He went to Belichick said, like it was like you can't even talk. You can't.
He's like your grandfather.
Yeah,
he's 70.
Yeah,
he's 70.
He branches off from that Bill Parcells tree, and that type of coaching that doesn't work in today's league. Like, you need a young coach.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, somebody that's upbeat. He needs to be a part of the with the guys. And Bill Belichick is not that. So too old school.
Agreed.
All right, on to our wild card weekend predictions, man. We got some good wild card games this weekend. Fully loaded from Saturday to Sunday night. Oh, we got a Monday night game too.
Yeah.
The Eagles and Bucks play Monday night. We kick it off, man, with the first game of the weekend. The Browns at the Texans. I think it will be one of the fun games. The Browns get to play in Houston. We don't worry about the snow, no weather. Hey, man. I don't know.
I love CJ, and I think CJ is going to do some great things in this league. He already looks like a third, fourth-year quarterback.
He does.
But I'm going to take the Browns, man. I think the Browns defense they're going to gear up, and I think they're going to get him some problems. Houston, they have some injuries right now, offense. I'm going to take Cleveland, man. I think Flacco is going. I think he's going to lead the Browns over the Texans, man. Give me the Cleveland.
I don't know what you call it. Is it a Cinderella story when you're talking about Flacco, who's been in the league forever? But I'm behind Flacco in that defense. That defense gonna travel, so I'm with Trill. Give me the Browns with that one.
Yeah, I'm also going with the Browns. Like, you got to. I'm not going with David Mills. I mean, David Mills out playing CJ Stroud. I'm tripping.
Breaking news.
I'm like wrong over here, man. No, but I feel like
breaking on them, Joe. What you say
David Mills. I'm looking around.
What was it, your cup, my boy?
For real.
Hey. Now,
he was mad about it too.
Hey, fuck David Mills. Now, I'm going with the Browns, man. Yeah,
man,
all the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with the Browns too, man. But shout out, man, Houston, man. It's been a great story, man. Shout out them young boys. Nico Collins, 1,200 yards. Tank Dale, the rookie, 700 yards. Noah Brown, man. Hey, watch out. But yeah, I'm gonna take the Browns to take this game. It's just because of that defense, man. Defense is gonna be a difference maker. I think they'll get the pressure. Enough pressure on CJ.
Yeah,
make him a little uncomfortable. And the corners are pretty good out in Cleveland too. So
the only path I see for Houston is if they could get up early.
Yeah. I mean, but shoot, I mean, with the Browns going through the adversity with having those injuries to the quarterback and one of the best running backs in the league, and not drop the ball. You bring back Kareem Hunt. You got the boy Jerome Ford, who's proven he can be a starting NFL running back in this league. So, all right, next game. A lot of people talking trash about, man. It could be high scoring. It could be trash, but I don't know, man. These offenses of these two teams was so up and down, especially the Chiefs. The Chiefs don't look like the Chiefs that we watched 2 years ago. or even a year ago. And I think that Tyreek Hill effect is just not good. It's one thing to be 1 year removed from him because you can kind of spread the ball around, but you still don't have that go-to guy. And Kelsey getting older, slower. Um, he can't be your number one. And what's his name? Kadarius Toney dropping passes and just looking like a mess. I'm gonna go with the Dolphins in that defense. I like Dolphins defense.
Before y'all really start picking, I want y'all to consider this. They say it's supposed to be like
Oh
really,
yeah,
really cold, like below like -5 or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like that could factor into this game. So
Big time.
Man, give me the Dolphins. I
Yeah,
think they blow the doors off the Chiefs.
in the cold.
In the cold, I
Mm.
think that the head coach, I can't think of his name right now, of the Dolphins. I think he's figured out that that they gotta commit to the run, and when they do that, they just are that much more dangerous. And with the weapons that they got, I don't think I think if they can score over say 24 points against the Chiefs, the Chiefs gonna struggle. So as long as they pound that rock, run the ball, mix in a little play action here and there, and like you said, like Visual said, the defense is playing up. Nobody is taking that into account. So, with the way that they dropping balls, and like you said, your number one target is an aging Kelsey. I think it's gonna be a struggle for KC to keep up with the Dolphins.
Yeah, this is tough because you want to go with Kansas City because they playing at home, but Kansas City just haven't looked like Kansas City, man. They led the league in drop passes. Travis Kelsey looking a lot older. Now, they do have home field advantage, and it is going to be super cold out there. The Dolphins, man, they look a little shaky also. Tyreek Hill, he hasn't looked the same since that injury happened. Last week, they put some paws on him. Tyreek Hill was getting up hobbled. Last time the Chiefs played the Dolphins in the regular season, the Chiefs beat them. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs again on this one, just because they're playing at home in the weather situation. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs.
Yeah, that's kind of why I brought up the weather factor into this game. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs as well. I think Patrick Mahomes is gonna be a different animal in the playoffs. I think he's gonna carry that team over to get a victory. It's gonna be a close game. I see him making the throws down the stretch to get them over the hump. You're gonna see flashes of the Miami possibly winning that game, and what I'm saying, looking good on offense possibly. But when it's all said and done, give me Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. They're gonna figure it out, and I think they starts with Miami.
Yeah, and I think they said it's the first year that Mahomes hasn't had hasn't had 1,000-yard receiver since he's been a starter. It's been Kelsey with 984, and then Rice with 983, 938, and it drops off tremendously with Justin Watson with 460. So if it's not between them two getting the passes, man, it drops. Wow. I mean, Pacheco he gets a lot of touches out the backfield, but he's a running back. He's your third leading receiver on the team.
That's crazy.
With 44 catches. You got 93 from Kelsey and 79 from Rice, and then drops off. Yeah, so I mean, you take them out the game, you gotta make Mahomes pick somebody else, and who knows? But I like that defense though. I like that. So I'm going with the Dolphins. Next up, we got the team I doubted the most. The Pittsburgh Steelers going to Buffalo. Shoot, man. I'm gonna go with the Bills just off talent, probably, but I don't trust Josh Allen, man. He's too much of a. They say Brett Favre was a gunslinger, takes chances, but he takes chances that hurts.
Yeah,
it hurts his team with the chances he takes, and you still see what Diaz get frustrated at some of the decision making that Allen makes. I still got them winning this game.
Man, it's crazy. I really want to take the Bills, but That no look interception that Josh Allen threw last week got me like, what in the hell?
For no reason.
Um, and I think that Pittsburgh is one of those teams. They thrive off those, you know what I'm saying? Those takeaways.
Yep.
And Josh Allen is probably going to give them two to three of those. And I think that's just enough to let this Steeler team feel confident and feel like they should win this game, and that's going to be the difference in the game. And the Steelers will win this in the close game.
Wow.
I don't know. Just for me, it's certain quarterbacks when they get in the playoffs, it's like a switch. Like they're just different quarterbacks, and I think Josh Allen realizes that, hey, this is the playoffs. Let me get back on my sit. You know what I'm saying? And we know what Josh Allen can do when he's on his sit. So I think he's gonna reset. I think they'll beat the Steelers. I just don't feel like the Steelers have enough on offense. It's gonna be a close game, something like 16-13 or something like 20-13 or something like that. But I'm gonna go with the Bills at home.
Yeah. I'm gonna ride with my boys, man. Black and gold. Lamar Jackson. I mean, not Lamar Jackson, but the Bills. What's his name? Josh Allen. He has looked a lot different. He has looked a lot different. He's looked a lot different this year. I mean, the turnovers are still there, but this team has just been a funny team to watch, man. They've had a lot of ups and downs, and I feel like Pittsburgh with Mike Tomlin, he's studying, man. He's going to put a game plan together. So if they do lose, I feel like this is going to be a low-scoring game. I don't think the Bills are going to take off. I think it might be a low-scoring type of game, but I got a black and gold for this one, Pittsburgh.
And they getting Minka Fitzpatrick back.
Yeah.
And
that's big.
So
that's big.
All right. Well, we get to the Eagles Bucks game before we get to that. We go right to the Monday night game. We come back to other ones. The Eagles at Bucks. There's another team I'd expect to be there with Baker Mayfield. I think who was rooting for Baker from day one? Was that you or Nucho Trios? Nucho?
Hold on, what did you say?
Was rooting for Baker Mayfield in the offseason, thinking like that this is.
It might have been Nucho. Might have been Nucho on that one.
Yeah, I still can't believe it. They snuck. I mean, well, let's be real. That division is trash, and somebody had to win. They're 9-8. I'm gonna go with Philly, man. Philly gonna turn around. I think. I'm not Marv. I don't have the exclusive news, but I'm assuming that team, the Eagles, had a players meeting, man, this week. Man, hey, we look like crap. Let's go ahead and set the tone now. Wild card. And they're not at home. They're going to Tampa Bay, so no snow, no weather. Let's go out there, do what we do. So we more talented.
Damn, I would love to see the Eagles lose this game. I'm gonna be honest, but I'm gonna go ahead and go with Philly. Like you said, they know. We know what team. We know what type of team Philly is when they own. And I don't know. I just feel like again, it's the playoffs. Everybody's 0-0, 0-0, however you want to say it. I feel like they're gonna turn it around possibly and beat Tampa Bay. But I would love to see Baker Mayfield do his thing and get a dub out there, man, against Philly. But I'm gonna take Philly though.
So you want to?
Oh yeah. Like what Trill said, man, I would love to see Shake and Bake go crazy against the Eagles, but I just feel like the Eagles got a lot on the line. I feel like Nick Sirianni kind of feel like he's on a hot seat. And that, I can see them getting a dub in this game. Slay is coming back, so that's a big plus. AJ Brown is playing. After I was told he has a broken leg, he will be playing. And Also, Devontae Smith is also playing, so I can see Philly going in and getting this dub.
Hey Vince, go ahead, solo. I was laughing at that one.
Oh
Man, I don't know. I think that was me and Trill who was kind of high on Baker Mayfield in the move with the Bucks. And just the way they looking, and I seen that broken finger of Jalen Hurts.
I forgot about that.
It was dislocated. Y'all calling everything broken. It was dislocated.
Dislocated, whatever you want to call it. It ain't numb. So
Yeah.
you know, he gonna have a fat tape around it or whatever. I feel like that could make a difference, man. I just don't trust Sirianni and the way the Eagles have been looking. They just look like they ripe to be picked off. And I think them having them losing home field advantage is gonna suck for them, and they're gonna go to a place that's gonna be rocking and uncomfortable for them. Give me the Bucks in the close one.
Hey, question: his finger, is that on his throwing hand?
That is right here.
Yeah, it was on the throwing hand. Yep.
all right. With that being said, we're gonna move to Packers at the Cowboys. The Green Bay Packers have been playing better since Thanksgiving. I give them that. Travel to Jerry's World, man. Should be a easy. Not I don't want to tell you nothing's easy, but
Definitely not gonna be easy.
definitely not gonna be easy. But I got the Cowboys winning it. Just Jordan Love's been playing good, but I think that defense overwhelms him, especially that front seven. I think they overwhelm him. Like I said, Parsons haven't been getting the sacks, but the pressures we've seen the last few weeks from him alone, it's his presence. And then got the other guys cleaning up. Hey, you did your job.
I want to let the Dallas boys go last on this one, but as far as I can see, like we talked about this earlier, y'all got Bland, y'all got Parsons, y'all got Overshown, y'all got them big boys in the middle. It's over with, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if the Cowboys beat this team by 21, 24 points. It's done. Done. Cowboys.
I ain't know Overshawn was coming back. I thought he was still hurt. Hey,
I mean,
Mark
I
got them exclusives, man. So this news to me. But nah, of course I'm gonna pick the Cowboys, but I ain't gonna lie, Green Bay kind of scared me because it's a lot of unknown with them. We've seen what Jordan Love did the last couple, I would say like the last 6-7 games, 20 touchdowns, 2 picks. Like Jordan Love is balling right now. And they still got Aaron Jones. And for some reason, Aaron Jones loves playing against the Cowboys. He always put up, decent numbers against us. So it's not gonna be easy, but of course I'm gonna pick Dallas. We don't lose at home. I see us winning the game something like 34-26 or something like that. So give me the Cowboys.
Yeah, Jordan Love, of course, one of my guys. The last couple of games of the year, I believe 18 touchdowns, 1 interception. He has looked amazing, looked very great. The only thing that's wrong with the Packers is that they don't have great run defense. They don't have great defense, period. I think they're like 26th, 25th ranked, and they give up a lot of their yards over the middle. Dak Prescott loves to throw in the middle. So I could see, and they give up a lot of yards to tight ends. They gave up the most receiving yards to tight ends this year. So I'm going to go with Dallas. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I think that Love can and will put up some points. just because I just believe he's that talented and they got the offense to do it. And they got enough receivers to do it also. But I think at the end of the day, with the home field in Dallas, maybe a couple of turnovers here and there, Dallas would get that game and win. Yeah. I'm going with the Cowboys, of course. You said what now?
45-20 Dallas.
Hey, I'll take it.
You're right. In a heartbeat.
You know, when news out of the Green Bay is Jair Alexander rolled his ankle in practice and day to day. So it's pretty bad. He hasn't been practiced since it was today when it was reported. So
he don't want that CD Lamb smoke,
man. Especially on the bad ankle. Especially on the bad ankle.
He's running from it.
All right, with the last game of the well, not the last game, but the last game we're gonna talk about is the Rams at the Lions. Oh, it's kind of a storybook game. You got Stafford coming back.
Scripted.
You know, when they won a Super Bowl, we was all talking about the Detroit Rams and he's still our guy, he's our quarterback. Now we playing against him and could possibly come back home for our first home game in 30-some years, home playoff game in 30-some years, and beat us. That is a possibility.
Yeah.
Terrified.
I'm definitely terrified. I'm terrified because our secondary is suspect. But I'm going with my team. I'm going with the Lions. I think they do just enough.
You don't sound confident.
Hey, they got Poker Nakua and Cooper Cup running crazy.
You don't sound too confident.
I'm trying to. I just think, yeah. If we just play confident football, just be where you need to be.
Yeah.
Look at me, number 28, 26, whoever you are. Stop letting these receivers pick on you, man. They're taking advantage of you because you out there because of injury. Stop it.
Whew.
Please.
That's number 29. I don't know his name.
29. We don't know his name because he has number 29. They earn them some respect to get to that number off of you. Okay?
Woo.
Please. You got to pick 6 last week. They called it back. That's how bad your luck is. They called it back. You finally got to stop. You finally got something. They say, hey, I'm competent. And then they called it back. And they proceed to keep throwing on you. Justin Jefferson had a hell of a day. Free Justin Jefferson. Because he was abusing that kid.
Yeah.
And he has to play there because CJ Mosley's just as bad. I'm not CJ Mosley, but what's that corner? Sutton is just as bad. And they pick your battles.
Sutton, when he at some point when Sutton was playing the Cowboys, he didn't care. He was talking to the sideline. Dak was saying that he was like, oh, like Sutton didn't care. This is
I had the Lions win though.
Lions win. Okay, this is a tough game for me because at the end of the day, it really comes down to Sean McVay versus Campbell. Sean McVay, the offensive genius, versus
the worst pass defense in the league,
versus Campbell.
You making my head hurt.
The guy that continued to go for the 2 after the bad call. So this is almost kind of a no-brainer. But the reason why I can't really make a decision on this one is because I haven't really watched the Rams this year. On paper, the Rams don't have a defense. So who's on the Rams defense besides Darnold?
They've been shutting teams down.
Exactly. So it's hard for me to kind of.
They still got Darwin Jr., whatever his name is.
Darwin
James, yeah.
I thought he was a Charger.
He's a Charger.
Oh, man.
What are y'all drinking on tonight? Boy, y'all boys tripping.
I'm tweaking.
So
That's roll LA, right? It's right city, wrong.
yeah. Right city, wrong team. I'm gonna go with a surprise, man. I'm gonna ride with my Detroit boys. Just because I know that Aiden Hutchinson can break up whatever Matthew Stafford want to do with that passing game. But I'm gonna go with Detroit on this one, man.
You sure you not ride with Darwin James Jr.?
Howard James Jr. Who was Howard James Jr.?
Derwin
Oh my god!
Oh man,
Where's that junior kid at?
Hey man, hey, the lick done kicked in. I ain't gonna lie.
Junior, who?
It done kicked in.
you
Boy.
sounded so sure when you said it.
Yeah,
Too, but
I was gonna let him. I was hoping it was somebody else.
Oh,
Last name it wasn't Darren James. I was
yeah.
hoping like a Darren Jones
Hey.
or Darren.
It is what it is.
I'm gonna go with
Let's go, Detroit.
This is a tough one. I ain't gonna lie. I just know that Matt Stafford is gonna be super motivated, man. That's the only thing you really that's the thing that fears me that I'm scared about for y'all. I'm gonna go with Detroit though. I feel like y'all should really rely on y'all run game. Gibbs, you know what I'm saying? I need him 15, 16 carries. Montgomery needs about 10, 12 carries. Whatever y'all need to do, y'all need to run that ball. If Detroit can establish a run game and then let Goff work the play action game, he got the receivers to do it. I think Detroit wins this game.
I just don't want real quick, Mark. I just don't want them to get too cute. Don't do stuff we usually don't do. I know you guys love to don't do that. And that guy, Mar, the guy behind you in the top left, Mr. Campbell. Hey man, if you're blessed to get 3 attempts to get 1 point, take 1 point.
Yeah.
Just take the point. We don't just come on, let's just take the point. And it's a big game for Goff too. Goff got to prove too. He got to show them the reason why.
That's like Campbell's style, man.
Damn that style. Like, come on, that was the most frustrating thing I ever seen.
Question though, is Sam Laporta playing?
Still don't know. That's gonna be big too. But hopefully, you know what I'm saying, we got Jameson out there.
Calm down, Bill.
Hey, chill.
Calm down, Bill. I had to stop her.
Chill, man. She ride for the city, man. We all are, man. It's a fun time. I wish I was there in the city for the game, but
yeah,
it's a big game for Goff too. You know, he got a lot to prove. Jared Goff, it's a big game for him too.
Organization wise, this is a good direction for Detroit. I mean, we see their flaws though. You know, if they can get some help, we got the off season coming up. Not saying it's over, but in that off season, regardless if y'all go to the Super Bowl or not, get some secondary, get some corners, get some guys out there, man. I think that's y'all only glaring Achilles heel, but it's a big deal because everybody throws. So,
yeah, I mean, the way it's looking, I wish we'd have brought back, you know, the rookie we had last year from Ohio State. Like, was he really that bad that we, depending on these guys, like looking back at it now, like,
right.
Oh, you talking about Okuda?
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all got CJ coming back for y'all to be in that secondary to help out.
He played last week.
Yeah.
I mean, Lions, they gotta take away something. I mean, they got that the Rams got that running back who came bust on the scene this year, and they kind of got like low-key got like the recipe to hurt the Lions. They got 2 receivers that are just have a knack for getting open, and Puka, whatever his last name is, and Cooper Kupp. And then you guys, like you said, you got Stafford, who's, I mean, we're taking every precaution here in Detroit. I mean, they doing stuff. They got a drive going somewhere. If you bring your Stafford jersey, you could trade it in and get a Amon St. Brown jersey or get a Hutchinson jersey. They said no Stafford jerseys allowed at Ford Field. So
what that's gonna do?
Relax, Detroit. Relax. Don't do that, Stafford. That's
This is
all we had.
more motivation for him.
And that was our guy for 10 years. It's not his fault that he left.
That's a serious thing, bro. They're not allowing you to wear no Stafford number 9 Detroit.
Stafford is definitely gonna be scary in this game just because I think I might have to change my pick, bro. Because
and he's mad because his wife not getting the suite. Like they told his wife she couldn't get the suite and all that.
bro, she got to sit with the public.
She ain't sitting where she usually sit.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah. I mean,
don't piss Stafford off now.
You still can't forget about 99, man. Aaron Donald.
The best I could hope for is that Stafford get the, we here in Detroit, we used to call him Pat Stafford. I want him to get back there. I want him patting that ball 7 times before he throw it. And
wow, you got jokes too, Marv?
Yeah, Pat Stafford out there. You know what I'm saying?
Real. Yeah, Pat Stafford real.
I need him to be Pat Stafford and allow our defense extra time to get home. But I ain't gonna lie, it scares me. But I do think that if we can overwhelm them with the run game, even if we, if we can get a chunk play or two out of Jamison Williams, that'll help too. But I'm gonna pick Lions in the close one. I'm gonna pick Lions in the close one because Dan Campbell is going Dan Campbell.
I don't need him to Dan Campbell.
He's going Dan Campbell.
Y'all gonna lose that game,
bro. It ain't no getting around it.
Now, if we lose the game because of his decision to go for it, we don't need to. I'm never wearing a jersey in. I promise you.
That's fair, but.
Not saying we would have won that Cowboys game, but at least give us a chance to fight in overtime. We didn't get a chance to fight because you keep. What are we doing? Take the point. You got third time to do it. First time was the fluke. The call flag. He didn't check in. Whatever. Move on. You go for a second time because we're holding. All right, that's it. Kick the ball. I'm not going to harp on that. We moved on from that, but we hadn't had a chance to talk about it since then. But it's just
yeah. We in the playoffs now.
Ultimately, yeah, he cost us.
Yeah, he cost us.
I said Campbell hard headed, man. You got Sean McVay versus Campbell, man. It's gonna be scary.
Hey, Nucho, that scares the shit out of me, bro.
It does. That's a scary thought.
Yeah.
Between number 29 getting torched by every receiver he played against in the last 5 weeks, and Dan Campbell, that's 2 odds against us already. And then Goff holds the ball too long.
I'm like you, bro. I might have to change my pick too.
Yeah, man. I'm about to change mine because mine's not sounding too promising.
Yeah, and then y'all don't even sound confident. Like
he didn't sound confident at the beginning. He was already shaky.
Man, because you just don't know what you don't It's unfortunate to feel this way because we don't know what we're gonna get out of our head coach. Are you gonna be aggressive and you know what I'm saying? Go for it on 4th and 5 on your side of the ball on the 40, 45. Like that, don't do it, Dan. You know, if you're chasing points and you got to, okay, roll the dice. But if you up,
I still think y'all got a pretty decent chance too, man.
Just punt the ball.
I still think y'all got a pretty decent chance, man. Because I'm still thinking like, who is on the Rams team? But besides their offense, who's on this Rams defense? Like
the one stat that I could point to is that when the starting offensive line has been there, and we've been at home, I think they undefeated or maybe one loss with the starting O-line. And we got everybody there. Ain't nobody checked out. You know what I'm saying? Everybody seems to be healthy except for Laporta, which is a negative.
Laporta is big.
Yeah, he's a key blocker as well. And he also is productive on the catching end of things. But I think that between Reynolds and the guys that they can make up for his loss in the catches, but ain't nobody making up for his blocking.
Yeah. I think the Rams have a young defense. They just get away with making key plays, and you still got Aaron Donald, who's a force of nature down there. We'll see, man. We just gotta just play our game and don't get too cute. All these triple reverse throwing the golf and all that. Just no. It's gonna be emotional. It's gonna be an emotional game.
Yeah.
Both quarterbacks, especially. And I think Stafford is more able to handle that pressure more than Goff will, as far as just the pressure of what the game is. So we'll
What
see.
day y'all play on?
Sunday night.
Sunday night clip.
Yeah. Well, that being said, man, we've been on for almost 2 hours, man. It's good to be back with you guys. We're back. We'll be back next week to talk about these games, and hopefully our teams and move on to the next round. We can talk about our teams potentially. Maybe see each other further on in the playoff. Maybe. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Yeah. Just
Yeah.
the more I think about it, 29. I just keep CeeDee Lamb and Justin Jefferson and Puka Nacua gonna have a day. He's gonna have a day. Hopefully it's just him. But I digress. All right. We'll be back next week with the results and a little bit more football, and that's it. Anybody else got anything before we leave out?
No,
man. Good. Like you said, it's just good to be back with the guys. So we'll be back on next week. Give y'all more good content. Yeah, sure.
Good content. We need that good content. All right. That being said, man, we out. We'll see y'all next week.
All right, fellas.
All right, y'all.